eyeballs and shit like that.
We want to run into Dame Dash real quick.
Perfect.
Right here, I'm gonna put in the clip of Dame Dash talking about
that's a sad
this situation with the windmill. So right here,
that's a sad ending.
Here we go.
So the auction happened yesterday, and basically no one showed up. Only Jay's lawyers, the state, and the crew that was initially suing me. I think people really don't understand that from that third of reasonable doubt for the last over 10, 15 years, I wasn't receiving any royalties. So, and to be honest, when I look at the books, I was only supposed to be getting about $120,000 a year. But that's like $8,000 a month, $10,000 a month. I wasn't seeing that at all. No one showed up. And the state made a bid for it of $1 million. And that's really what it was worth. So if I'm making $120,000 a year, and let's say at a 10 times multiple, that's what usually things are bought for, it'd be worth like 1.2. It didn't even get market value. But they didn't even buy it. Now he supposed to have it. The floor was $3 million. So why didn't he buy it? If he, I just don't understand the play.
I mean, what
You can,
fall from grace.
Y'all know how I feel about that.
Like, you saw a man go from wearing all these like, I remember the Dame Dash I Know and Love was sizing up jewelers in New York for making Roc-A-Fella chains, because that's how adamant he was about Roc-A-Fella, right? Mm-hmm. You came, where'd you get this chain from? There was a clip, right? I don't know if y'all have seen
it.
That's
on back. Is that on Backstage?
My Backstage, where he's sizing up this guy.
Yeah.
Where'd you get the chain from? Nah, I'm taking this chain and I'm not paying for it. Matter of fact, I'm just taking the pendant. You can have the chain because I make all the chains personally, right? So now you're selling that same value for way less than what it's worth. You didn't even make anything.
No, it's just the album, not the record label.
So, but that's what I'm saying. Think about that. He went from damn near about to put hands on somebody about a chain, about a pendant, about what it represented and meant.
Fake. He didn't got from the
to now,
brothers at the
right,
kiosk.
right. To now, it goes to I'm barely. If anything, make anything. He's sitting there in some random couch, looking just sad. And I'm like, bro, that's a fall from grace.
You cannot be so set in your ways.
Jay-Z ain't have to say nothing, do nothing, be nothing. Like, it's cool.
He didn't show up. He sent his lawyers.
I'm gonna let it be.
Jay sent his lawyers.
Jay's lawyers. No, not just to observe.
Just observe.
Like,
make sure everything goes straight.
That's in that snippet.
Okay.
He was like, nobody was there but me, the state, and the other guy's lawyers. So I take that to be Jay.
Oh, that sounds like the other guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what's to come from.
And they didn't even bid on it. No, this one. I mean, why would I bid on something that's going to eventually be mine?
Yeah,
because he supposed to get it back in a couple of years,
4
or 5 years, right, or something like that.
And it might be 3. Shit.
Yeah, because it's 20-some years from when your album is. You reverts back to you.
When the Reason Without drop,
95. So, yeah. So we talking about 25. Oh, it's 2030. I guess it'd be 2030 when we get back. So the person, whoever owns it, gets 6 years. I think it's something like that.
So this is what's crazy about this situation. And I respect it, but at a certain instance, I don't. We supposed to evolve as people. Mm-hmm. And I'm not the same person I was 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. At my core, my morals and values didn't change, but how I deal with situations have definitely changed. Mm-hmm. I can know at 40, I cannot be trying to fight niggas because I feel disrespected. I need to try to find a way to work this out. Because my decisions don't just impact me anymore. Mm-hmm. Impact my daughter, my siblings, like a lot of people. Like there's a lot of people impacted. Dame wanted to continue to operate like they didn't have a deal. When he had to go into business meetings yelling and shit and being loud and I'm going to snatch this chain from you. And times evolved.
Burned your bridges.
Like
people keep receipts.
And niggas was like, bro, you was wilding.
The people you shitted on are now like the people that are in those positions.
I do want to bump back on y'all with that just a little bit. Just for one person I'm gonna bring up. Leroy Cohen gets away with that shit all the time. How is it that
he's white?
we hold Dame Dash to this.
He's white.
I'm not saying we hold, because we don't. We not the
Russell Simmons be wild on people too.
We not the niggas.
Russell be talking real crazy.
Okay, but wait. We aren't the niggas that could buy Roc-A-Fella. My opinion on this don't really matter. The people in the music industry that he burned the bridges are like, fuck that. Russell does not own Def Jam anymore. No. He made his bread and he got out. So, and he not trying to buy a record label or do that shit no more. Yeah. He's living off of the money that he has made. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's the difference. Leor is white. Trump president, bro. Like, white people get away with shit that niggas can't do. Yep. That's just the world we live in. Yeah. Dame didn't get out and retire and be like, I'm good. Dame kept trying to get back in. Mm-hmm. It's almost Kaepernick-esque. You said that the industry is fucked up, and you fuck these niggas. Y'all ain't real like me, but you still want to maneuver in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
He low key could have had a dope ass label too. That Dame Dash music group. Yeah. Think about Wale was on there.
But even then,
Stali.
But even then, they all
Currency.
But then they all said like his communication was trash.
But Dame be talking to people crazy.
I'm saying, but if he just did decent, I'm saying if he did he got identified talent is what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. You can have an ear for talent, but then not be able to you know what I'm saying? Like you might need to say it somewhere else, and that might be another realm. But the problem with Dame Dash is you go from, again, it's just I ain't even talking about the in and outs of the business side. The image of I'm fighting you for this. I'm taking this chain out your store because of what it means to me, because of what it represents.
I still think it means that to him, though.
It does, but for them to come back
and now sell the publisher,
right? I gotta man.
And he sold it for $1 million.
And it wasn't even that. And let's not even talk about the chain. But think about the breakdown. It reminded me of TLC when they were talking about, so this is how you go broke when you sold a he started talking about, you think about it, man, I only made this much off, so I really wasn't even selling this much. I'm just like, dang, bro, like, it doesn't take anything for I'm sure you have a way to send a to Jay-Z and say, Jay.
Didn't back in the day Jay-Z offered to buy it?
He did.
And Dame said no. Mm-hmm. This is when arrogance and anger,
because Biggs took that cut. Biggs was like, I'll take that money. Biggs somewhere just giving out memes on his Instagram, living life, like probably living in a life.
He's back kicking with Jay-Z though.
Yeah, no, they back because again they were able to realize that this is a business, and maybe what you trying to do I ain't trying to do, but I'm not gonna shit on you for trying to do it.
Exactly.
Dame has spent the last 2 decades basically.
Because what they broke up in 05, 06?
Yeah. Basically 2 decades being angry and still hating on Jay. And Jay don't even acknowledge it. And Jay don't even say nothing.
The other part is he was like, a lot of that was me.
Lost was the last time he did, right?
Yeah. Yeah. A lot. The last one was about, I'm sorry. The last
we said lost
thing with Dame, he was like, I blame a lot of how I was acting on when I lost to Leah. I didn't know how to act. I'm just like, this sounds like you need to talk to a therapist, right? Now, if you had that much animosity in your heart that you was mad about Aaliyah losing her life, and I'm not saying he didn't, right? But what did Jay have to do with her losing her life? What did Roc-A-Fella Records have to do with her losing her life? I will give him credit
when he talked about how Jay still wanted to deal with kills or whatever, and Dame didn't.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I will give Dame. Dame is one of them people, man. What do we? Man, you brought a good point. He's like, what is that? Dame is not the clock strike. It was like something like, it's like a dude that like like his heart's in the right place, but you can't fuck with him because he gonna do some dumb ass shit.
Nino Brown gave out turkeys in the hood, but he also killed motherfuckers. Yeah. Like, we are multifaceted as people. Yeah. I don't ever want it to be said that I think Dame is an idiot or anything like that. Mm-hmm. I also have to say, when you make your bed, you have to lay in it. Like decisions that Dame made, for good or for bad, he stood on his principles.
He kept burning a lot of bridges.
And he got to live with that now.
He burned it with Irv Gotti. Low key burned it with Jimmy, which kind of fucked his relationship with Cam, and then obviously the Jay-Z shit. So you can go down the line of people that
he burned up with Beanie, with State Property.
Burned shit up with Beanie, right? There's a lot of shit that he just was over when you got so much power. He was like, it's never gonna stop. Like,
sometimes,
and I feel like Kanye deals with him because he think he owes him, and then
also too, you talked about naming talent. Kanye signed signed to Dame, and he chose like I'm gonna go with Jay-Z instead.
Right. But I think that Kanye deals with him because he feels bad that he did make that move.
And I hate
That's why he does invest and do stuff with Dame.
Yeah.
I think because he feels guilty.
Ka-
Like, dude, I did. You the one that did find me. and
For
fuck
much
with me.
shit as we give Kanye, he made the right decision.
He did.
100% he did.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Like he made the right decision going with Jay.
He definitely did.
Like a lot of people shit on Jay. I think Jay just learned how to fucking move in a room full of hustlers, and he learned how to maneuver. And he still would when Mike Brown and all them riots and shit in St. Louis. Him and Beyonce was bailing niggas out of jail.
A whole bunch of people
here
out.
in St. Louis.
And in the George Floyd recently,
Yeah.
they did that in Minnesota. With
So
that.
like I'm like niggas like to shit on Jay and say he went corporate this, corporate that.
And look, y'all know I have a tepid relationship with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
But I give him props for what he like. Come on, let's because like so right now I'm me and Dama being shilled on our podcast because we was defending Jay and Beyonce or whatever with the whole Candace Owens shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize how many like is it when I have my disagreements about Jay, it's more like rap shit. Like not as a black man and like
Like there are
what you do
people
for the community.
that just don't like it.
You know, these niggas be like, these motherfucking people don't like successful black folks, period.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with,
'Cause they feel like-
we debating rap shit, we ain't never want nobody not to have no money. We just
No.
debating hip hop.
There's this thing that you got to join the Illuminati or you had to fucking
and it's only for
sacrifice
black
somebody.
people. But that's only
or
for black
like-
people though. They don't put none of the white people to the same standard with that shit though.
There's a thing that if you're a
No.
successful black, you had to like do something crazy to get it.
It
And
can't
I'm
just
like-
be through hard work.
Now I do think that people that do shit though, if you become a billionaire, you did this some unscrupulous shit.
Now-
that
But
doesn't mean
it
that
wasn't. I sacrificed my mama.
No, you just might be like, man, I was supposed to be doing the business deal with Sleepy, but
Now
I
the
fuck
sac-
with
but the
Doge
sacrifice-
because
last
Jay
minute.
No,
Jay
but the
technically sacrificed Dame.
Yeah.
But like-
for Jay to elevate, he had to
let
cut
The
Dame
sacrifice
off.
piece. The sacrifice piece. I'm about to say the sacrifice piece came from when he signed as the president of Def Jam. It was probably I feel like it was more of like a a visual move.
He just did it as a 1 year thing to get them because he only did it 1 year.
But that helped put Rihanna on to a certain extent. Jeezy, like Jay,
Ross?
like Jay's time as president. He New York feels slighted because he was not focused on New
He
York,
wasn't only focused on New York,
but he knew that the South had took over.
Yeah,
and he was
started,
focusing on
started
the
Def
South.
Jam South and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, man. To go back to Dame though, it just again fall from grace, bro. I mean, humble pie. If it was that you were acting like this. When did Rihanna die? I'm not Rihanna. Lord. Aaliyah. When did Aaliyah die? We was in college.
We was in college, nigga. Yeah,
01.
So if you're telling
You gotta
me,
remember all that. Like basically, the 01 was a crazy year, low
So-
because we had 9/11.
it was-
Aaliyah died like right after that.
So
like,
listen.
That early
it's
01
It's 2024 now.
I
So let's
thought
say-
Aaliyah was before
We'll
9/11.
say the rate of that was
Hold on,
let's
let me
say
make sure. Hold on.
let's say a whole decade. So let's say for a whole decade you were grieving Aaliyah. At that time when you realize, you know what, I'm fucking up because I'm torn up about
01.
Aaliyah.
Dude, so
No, what day though?
August 25th, 01. So you got 9/11. It's 2
So
weeks
I was
later.
sophomore.
Because I remember when we were together when Aaliyah died.
We were at the SLU.
We were at the SLU welcome back
party
welcome back
outside.
black party outside,
Yeah.
strolling and shit.
outside across from the little church.
And the
over there.
DJ announced we get
Yeah.
news that Aaliyah has passed away, or no, that Aaliyah was in a plane crash,
Yeah.
or her plane may have went down, and he started playing Aaliyah.
Yeah.
And then on the way back to the dorm is when we found out.
Yeah. And I
You
mean,
gotta think about it. 01, Aaliyah dies 25th. 9/11 is 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
Also, Jay drops Blueprint the same
same
day,
day.
9/11, and Low Key Fabulous drops his first album that same day.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then it's in a 3 week period.
I did not know anything about 9/11 because I went to Street Side to get Jay. Like that morning.
So you
before
you in the morning getting Blueprint.
before I went to school,
You went over
I
to
stopped
Blueprint.
and stopped and got an album, and I had and this is a CD player, so I had my CD.
you could be out of the game.
I
You
had
could
my
be out of the game.
headphones the whole time trying to hear the J.
Yeah.
I get to school and campus is dead.
yeah.
Like I'm talking
Motherfucker
about,
showing up on class.
Yeah.
like campus is dead, and like they ended up canceling class. But I got to the Bears.
Low key. Remember the first weekend after 9/11, and we can go to the next topic. So we talking about sports. That was the first time people thought like how things were shut down. Like remember during COVID.
Yeah,
I remember it was no sports they played that whole weekend.
Yeah, no, they
that was like the closest thing we had to like a shutdown. Was like niggas that had shit to do that week because no NFL, no college football, no NBA, no nothing was.
It was heightened security everywhere. I don't think clubs was popping nothing.
Nothing was going on. It was the closest thing we had at that time with no technology.
Yeah,
so cats was just kicking it on their campuses. Back then.
And I say that,
but our stuff was shut down on Saturday at UMSL, so niggas was just we had to like go.
So we dorm partying.
We had to go get our like place where we eat and all that wasn't open on Saturdays.
Close it down.
In general,
because we went to a commuter school. So like we would normally go out and do shit and do stuff, but we had to like
and everything was closed.
We had to like we ate what the fuck we eating rallies.
Yeah, it was. Daryl loaned me a check for this, so I need y'all to start supporting the watching. You know what I'm saying? If you like what you see, you know what I'm saying, mess with us. Scroll up, see what you like. He'll have the subjects listed. But yeah, Daryl, cut my check.